In this simulation, your task is to hedge the financial exposure related to transport capacity. Assume you work for a physical player with a fleet of ships capable of moving commodities around the globe in bulk. It is your task to mitigate the market price risk that appears from possessing this transport capacity. So, say, you have a Cape-sized vessel. This means you can ship the commodity from one location to another. Imagine, you act in the capacity of a market participant who can transact term contracts for delivery of the commodity in time. Assume you act as a trader. In this function, you can transact the location spread, also called the basis. More specifically, you will be enabled to transact the location spread concerning two different locations. Remember, hedging concerns the mitigating of market risk with the objective to secure future cash flows. So, by buying a futures contract concerning one location and selling short the futures contract concerning the other location, you basically enter into an obligation to take delivery at one location while you also enter into an obligation to make delivery at the other location. This is called the location spread. It is a specific type of futures spread. The effectuation of the obligations to take and make delivery can be assured as you can make use of the transport capacity. Basically, you will take delivery of the commodity at one location and you will make delivery of the same commodity, but at a different location. In this case, the physical transport capacity's input commodity and the output commodity concern the same commodity, but input and output are at two different locations. By having set up the location spread as a so-called futures spread, you have set up a long contractual position concerning one location and set up a short position concerning the other location. As you can see in the position report, one position is long, indicated by the positive number, while the other position is held short, indicated by the negative number. Actually, this way, you set up the location spread as a so-called futures spread by transacting the outright legs, namely, by buying the futures contract concerning one location, while selling pretty much immediately the other futures contract concerning the other location. This way you set up a long-short position, or long-short strategy. Alternatively, you transact the futures spread more directly. This can be seen as the transacting of one single integrated product. However, basically, it is only quoted as a single product because, practically, you still transact two contracts, namely buying one and selling the other, but simultaneously. Exactly this can also be seen in the transaction log. Here the two individual components appear, and you will see it in the position report, namely one long position and one short position. Altogether, the idea is that you try to maximize the spread you try to set up. This means you aim to maximize the differential between the price of the one futures contract and the price of the other contract. After all, by entering into the two obligations, one to take delivery and the other to make delivery, you basically now fix the future cash flows related to the buying and selling you commit to effectuate in time. Alternatively phrased, when setting up the spread, you secure the future margin on the transport capacity. Therefore, sell the futures spread at a value as high as possible or, at least, at a value satisfying enough. Hence, timing is of the essence. After all, once you have set up the spread and value thereof goes up significantly, you may get the feeling that you have acted too early. At any point in time, analyze the price differential between the two products. Try to see whether you believe the spread is large or small. Identify its minimum and its maximum level, and check out the volatility of the location spread. All in all, please note that in the real world, instead of exchange-traded futures contracts, OTC-traded forward contracts can be used to execute the hedging strategy. As a final note, obviously, as an alternative, you can run this simulation as a speculator, aiming to make money. In such a case, you assume to be a non-physical player, and thus, a financial player. Hence, assume you do not have any transport capacity available, but are just in the game for a financial benefit. In this case, you can buy and sell the location spread. Hence, set it up and liquidate it. You can do this over and over, every time trying to add a realized profit. In this scenario, obviously, it could also appear that the market may move against your position so that you face a loss instead of a profit. Just try your best.